Hi there, friends. I'm going to do a short, about 10-minute sequence of chair yoga. So you want to have a little bit of space around your chair so you can move your arms freely. And we're just going to start with one shoulder, lifting it up, back, and down, letting the arm just dangle and go with it. Taking deep breaths along the way. Anna. Nice. One more. Hold it back and down, and then resting the arm just forward and back. And all my videos I'm putting on YouTube for y'all. And then doing high desert yoga, sliding scale Monday, Wednesdays at noon. Shake it out, and then we'll switch arms. So shoulder, up, back, and down. And the chair stuff is good if you don't have any good floor space, or if someone can't get down to the floor, or you're just at a desk and want to do a few things for a little break. You can just get your chair away from the desk. One more. Sassy's like, what are you doing? Meow. And then hold that shoulder back and down, and swing that arm forward and back. I can't fit you right now. Deep breath. And then shake it out. Nice. Now we're going to do a little bit with the legs and feet. So take the right knee and hug it into your chest as tightly as you want, and just circle that foot a few times both ways. Good. Maybe point and flex, wiggling the toes. And then just with that, same thing with the other leg. Moving that foot around, lubricating the ankle joint. Other way. Good. Wiggle the toes. Nice. Now you're kind of sitting on the edge of the chair. And what we're going to do is we're going to be straightening a leg, lifting it straight, up and down. And then when you bring it back in, up and down, the leg that's not moving is going to push down into the floor. Let's try the other leg. Straighten, lift, bring it back, and lift. And we'll just alternate legs. Straightening and lift, bring it back and lift. And you're pushing it down into the floor as the other one goes. Straighten, lift, bring it back and lift. Let's do a few more. Good. Excellent. Now you're going to shimmy over to one side so your other leg is able to reach out to the side like so. And you're just kind of straightening it as much as you want, opening through the inner thigh. You could do the tailbone forward and back, a little playful movement as you lengthen that leg out. Yeah. Yoldi! That's so funny to see people watching. Love you guys! And then this one can be done on the side like so, straightening the leg back to your sweet spot. And you can alternate bending and straightening. This could also be done over this way, so you have an arm holding on to the back of the chair and then straightening. But either way, you're opening the front hip and hip flexors, so whichever way is more comfortable. Just opening that leg out of the sitting position, opening it back. It might feel good to just hold it the toes curled under. You could even reach that same side arm up, lengthen up and over. Good. And then we'll do a same thing with the leg on the other side. So I'm going to move my chair just so you can see. First we're bringing ourselves to the other side of the chair so you can lengthen out that other leg. Just reach it out. I'm just putting the sole of the foot down, toes forward, pressing it down. You can do that playful movement of the tailbone, forward and back. And then when you're ready for the back position, you can bend it, slowly reach it back. You might not want to straighten all the way. See how it feels. Toes curled under, press. Deep breath. Straighten to your sweet spot. If you want to add that arm on that same side, you can reach it up or up and over. My funny story for the day is that I actually went to get burritos at Golden Pride, Albuquerque, awesome burrito establishment. The line, you would not have believed. But I had nothing else to do, so waited with like 40 cars in front of me. It went pretty fast, actually. Gotta love Golden Pride. Good. And then we're gonna bring that leg back. And now we're gonna do a little bit of twisting. So you're gonna turn off to one side. And now you're gonna be twisting towards the back of the chair. So if I show you from this view, you're drawing the belly in and over towards the back of the chair, starting low in the belly and lower back, and then adding twist through the upper back, drawing that shoulder back. You can even push into the chair for a little leverage to get more, or you could just reach that arm back. This arm can go over, however you want to use the back of the chair to get as much twist as you want. And breathe. Shoulders back and down. Good. And then you get to unwind, rest at center, and then you're going to do the other side. So you'll switch all the way over, knees the other way. Growing tall as you inhale. Soften, draw the belly in towards the spine, over towards the back of that chair. And then pulling or pushing to get a little bit more twist through the upper back. Belly remains engaged, drawing in and over. And then you could always reach back and over. Next exhalation, you can rest. And then another way to open through the shoulders a little bit more if you've been hunched forward is to first just reach one arm over to the back of the chair. You can just hold it there. And then if you want to do that twist that we just did, drawing belly in and over, that way you're twisting, you could maybe bring the arm over to the opposite side of that chair behind you, and it opens the pec and the armpit area. You can even lean away to get a little bit more. Play with that placement of your chest. You could even hold the back of that chair and pull, opening out of that hunched position. Let's do the other arm. And this is just where you're sitting on the chair normally, Just reaching the arm back, maybe that's enough. Or you can go over to the opposite side behind you. Belly can draw in and over a little bit, but it's not as much of the lower back and middle back twist as we did before. More the pec, chest, armpit opening. Or a pull. And then the last shoulder one you can try is both arms reaching back, holding the back of the chair and pulling away. Chest reaching forward. Good. And then just shake it out. And then we'll try a little bit more for the hips. So this one, you'll just take one ankle onto the other thigh. Some of you might right away get a stretch already through the hip and the buttocks there. And then if you want more, you can reach the heart forward. It's a good idea to flex, toes drawing towards the shin here, so you're not weakening the ankle joint into that sickled, sprained ankle position. Strong toes drawing towards the shin, chest forward and down. If you hang the head and rest, you'll feel that all the way down into the hips. Shake it out. Few deep breaths. Good. And then after that, you can either straighten the leg out on the floor, or if you want, you can bring that leg up, knee can go back, and then straightening to your sweet spot. Good. Shake out the hands. Other side, you're just doing ankle on that opposite thigh. Knee draws towards the floor. External rotation. And draw those toes towards the shin. We're going to reach forward with the heart. Maybe that's too much. Maybe you're going to be dropping your head down up here. See what works for your hips as you reach the heart forward. Maybe you can fold down and rest at your sweet spot. Deep breath. Whenever that's enough, we're going to want to straighten that leg, either down at the floor, or you can take that hand on the foot, knee back, and then straighten to your sweet spot. Good. Excellent. And then just sitting regular on the chair, but out off at the edge a little bit. Knees are going to go out wide. Wider than hip distance, and you're just going to have hands pushing down on the thighs. As you bring one shoulder down, you're going to look over the top shoulder. So it's a nice twist through the upper back and a shoulder stretch. You might inhale as you come back to center, push on the thighs as you go other side. Exhaling. That one shoulder's down, the other one's drawing back and over as you look over that top shoulder. And this can be done several breaths on one side, or maybe you want to inhale at center, exhale as you go into it. Let all the air out. And then one more each side. And like I said at the beginning, this is just a nice stretch break. If you're sitting at a desk, you can try any of these. Or if people can't get to the floor, these are options. Last one. Or if you just don't have any nice floor space that appeals to you. Good. And back to hip distance, feet, shoulders up, back and down, and again. Good. Now take a low reach. Anytime you've been doing a lot of gripping, whether it's the phone, the mouse, yard work, it's a good idea to shake out the hands a lot and then do this low reach. It's kind of a low diagonal. You can see all of me. Shoulders back and down and broadening the chest. Spread out the fingers, and you can also do some rotation. External rotation is rolling back. Internal rotation is rolling forward. Nice way to open up the nerve pathways of the arms. Could also do a diagonal line. So one arm's reaching down, one up and away from each other. And then the other diagonal line, reaching up with the chest. Soften the shoulders as you reach and lengthen the arms. Good. And then to release the neck, the last thing we'll try for this short sequence, you can either do the neck rolls forward and over to one side, forward and over to one side. Hold wherever it's tightest, a little bit longer. Or if you have front neck tension as well, you can kind of pull the tissues down, holding the collarbone area, and then lift the chin. Could be a lift at center or maybe a side to side too. Nice and gentle, but that opens the front neck. And then hanging the head and letting it pour out of the torso is wonderful if you can do that, either in the chair where your hips are fully supported, you widen the feet again, and you just roll down and shake it out, yes and no. Some of you might be able to do this with a forward bend, hanging the head like that. And even in the forward bend, you can bend the knees as much as you want and just focus on releasing the head and neck with every exhalation. Maybe to one side or the other. Good. And then one more time, reaching back and lift the chest up as you pull, and the hands are holding the back of the chair and reaching the heart forward. Excellent. And that's the little chair sequence for you today. Share it with whoever might need it. I'll be putting it onto my YouTube channel, Nikki Feldman, this afternoon. Have a wonderful Easter Sunday, Passover, spring, whatever you celebrate. Love to you all. Namaste.